My friends, foolish born again Christians who are believers and not thinkers.
Yeah, Zoe once again. You know, when you're young, you believe everything, but when you grow, you need to question them. These are some questions, very relevant. Don't be offended. Better music. All right, tie. Many so time me who we are seeing no. And I used to be maybe Sanebia na wengu. Fise free tete. A Christopher Jesus is coming soon 20 years ago. And so still I won't do. Common sense in judgment in answer that why you garden of feeding. Onyankopon said we are the wembu. Yeah. To be on the map on summer went to. Uye was a bon summer me bonia me kujebo. When you blasphemy, bami who say it make sense. On the ball me or mama journey for self-defense. When I go bob on some many paya bonia. I then I won't couldn't inferiority to avoid more offense. But when kumusam no koneba. Before then, we be who be keka. Or not this room for when mene aquanantena. Najana Yatias so Najabe Shamana Jaconia. Hey, who be the enemy? Samoka Sabon Samoa, a Sunday so funny. O Christonia Unido, Munyame Sumponi, Namon Paya to Nabuni making more money, and Pabon save your economy, so shut up. Use the common sense. Dear Jumadebua, my nina would daily bread, not to wage up at their fence. O Quasor, one co, body nana church, who to a de months of 4 and a year in a weekend. We don't go we need bank account. Yame some panny so bepeka krako yanka. Uti our tight to our dues, $1 pounds. And so make us say you be pound sorry kodim pampa. Without your respect, Yamaria Sam Sunya Mill. When Yanko Pombo you say Yamesumi and we home. Eti we a lawyer near, we a doctor near, we a teacher near, Dinukre and one no. CSF Abraham de Moshe. Nana yeton kante maka Ghana antiti say religion ti kamia yese nyansa nya adwuma biemu. Yato yankocha na twe na kofa broni die no. Wuhia bibeni a ye frɛ wo saying or ye frɛ me Frederick. And so be who broni bia ye frɛ the Kofi Konto. Ya yara identity. So who gonna be called the brethren? Broni sa nekete that's why bibeni mbobo. Adwene ne ho abode ne bre. Obi ne ho a watwe abebe sika da ho a wonpe. Wa broni ka pra ye de to ahwe de. Enti Africa yanto ye ne ye be ye mobo. Ye frɛ me zo we nwum ne ne ye me bomo kokko.
Mr. Bank on the beat. Eye opener on this one. These are the words of a wise man. Nobody carries a heavy burden than he who has evil intentions. Once there's a creation, there must be a creator. God, whose supernatural powers and miracles can only be found in the book, but not in real life, is equal to a God who never existed. Nasajina Nejuma, Bojinu Bre, Abraham Ben Moshe, leader of Common Sense family. No size. Wagwan people black.
Proverbs, Mamini, we know. Proverbs 18:13. Dear Obua Asam and Sana, why you moon shishimono, where you Jimmy for. What I say? Dear Obua Asam, I dear what Tiasam, dear what Tiasam. Now, Obua. Ansana wa yemun shishimono. Bible show ye Jimmy for Proverbs 18:13. Proverbs 18:13. Say
Christianity is a business.
Yeah.
Jesus is the product. Christians are the customers. Your prophet and your pastors are the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
Logic and common sense.
Proverbs, Mamini, we know. Proverbs 18:13. Dear Obua Asam and Sana, why you moon shishimono, where you Jimmy for. What I say? Dear Obua Asam, I dear what Tiasam, dear what Tiasam. Now, Obua and Sana, why you moon shishimono. Bible show ye Jimmy for Proverbs 18:13. Proverbs 18:13. Say, Metiwo ya na Kofi Adoma. Na obi
the brain. We need common sense. We need wisdom. We need insight. We need understanding to run a nation. We don't need prayers.
Koteti anchen.
Kompai bokasi.
David koteti anchen.
Sufre urade.
Was okwadofo.
Okwadofo.
Koteti anchen.
Wa buantati anchen.
National kwan.
Na di uweni. Kwantati anakwan.
Asamando, a 16 gate and one Asamando. First gate no. angel be wo gate na e fen ayakim. Second gate angel be ho ye fen nafta. Third gate angel be ho ye fen kelly ojidi. The creative theory also him to wow to abamu
na won bu abio
want to be some question
na omanum sem so asa
wanum nsem so asa
na so won kasa bio
na so what want to be some question
na wojina ho
na won bu abio na be some question ti
mentwe ana
me nuanum Ghana for
Proverbs mamini we no Proverbs 18:13 dia obua asem ansana wayemu nhwehwemu no we jimifo what you say dia obua asem dia wote asem na wo obua ansana wayemu nhwehwemu no Bible so ye jimifo Proverbs 18:13 Proverbs 18:13 say meti wo ya na kofi adoma na obi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the election was conducted in 38,622 polling stations across the country and in 275 constituencies. I'll now turn my attention to the reason why we are here. At the end of a transparent, fair, orderly, and timely and peaceful presidential election, the total number of valid votes cast was 13,434,574, representing 79% of the total registered voters. Permit me to present the results in the order of appearance on the 2020 presidential ballot. At the end of the polls, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo of the New Patriotic Party obtained 6,730,413 votes, being 51.595% of the total valid votes cast. John Dramani Mahama of the National Democratic Congress obtained 6,214,889 votes, being 47.366% of the total valid votes cast. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 105,565 votes, being 0.805% of the total valid votes cast. Ivor Kobena Greenstreet of the Convention's People's Party obtained 12,215 votes, being 0.093% of the total valid votes cast. Madam Ekuya Donko of the Ghana Freedom Party obtained 5,575 votes, being 0.042% of the total valid votes cast. Henry Herbert Latte of the Great Consolidated Popular Party obtained 3,574, being 0.027% of the total valid votes cast. Hassan Ayariga of the All People's Party obtained 7,140, being 0.054% of the total valid votes cast. Percival Kofi Apalu of the Liberal Party of Ghana obtained 7,690 votes, being 0.059% of the total valid votes cast. David Asibi Apesara of the People's National Convention obtained 10,887, being 0.083% of the total valid votes cast. Bridget Akosua-Jigbonuku of the Progressive People's Party obtained 6,848 votes, being 0.052% of the total valid votes cast. Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlings of the National Democratic Party obtained 6,612 votes, being 0.050% of the total valid votes cast. Alfred Kwame Asiedu Walker, independent candidate, obtained 9,703 votes, being 0.074% of the total valid votes cast. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, currently the election results we have declared exclude that of the Techiman South constituency, which has a total voter population of 128,018. 128,018. The said election results are not ready because they are being contested. As such, collation has not been completed. It is important to note, however, that the difference between the total number of votes between the first and second candidates is 515,524 votes. As a result, if we were to add the 128,018 full results to the results of the second candidate, it would not change the outcome of the election. Hence, our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Indeed, if you were to add the entire results or collate all the results from the Techiman South constituency and add that to the percentage and the votes of the second candidate, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, he would obtain 47.873% of the total votes cast. And Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo would obtain 50.8% of the total votes cast. It is on that basis that we say that the outcome of the election would not change. Hence, our declaration of the 2020 presidential results without that of Techiman South. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the basis of the foregoing election results, and by the power vested in me as the chairperson of the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the returning officer of the presidential election, it is my duty and honor to declare Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana.
Proverbs, Mamini, we know. Proverbs 18:13. Dia obua asam ansana wayemu nhwehwemu no we Jimmy for. What you say? Dia obu asam, dia wote asam. Dia wote asam. Na wo obua ansana wayemu nhwehwemu no. Bible so ye Jimmy for Proverbs 18:13. Proverbs 18:13. Say metuwe ya na kofi adoma na obi.
Good morning, CSF, good evening, good afternoon across the world. My name is Lifestone GH. This is my page, African Youth Empowerment. Thank you for joining me here. I've played a lot of videos, and today I'm here as a Ghanaian, okay? Today I am sitting here as a Ghanaian. There are a lot of people who are going to come under this video. They are not going to agree with what I'm coming to say because, one, they are ignorant and they don't like to use their head instead of emotions and their hearts. And honestly, I don't care. My concern is for my country. Everything that I do on everyday basis is for my country. Please, I'm coming to, for some purposes, I want to do this video strictly in English. So please, when you come and you see me speaking in English, this is the African Youth Empowerment page, and I always say here is for English. You see, a lot of things have happened. I don't care that people coming here to oppose me, whether you are CSF, whether I am a Muslim, whether you are a Christian. Like I said, My concern is for Ghana. I am not in support of any political party. Let me make this straightforward. Because both political parties that are dominating in Ghana for the past how many years have not been able to impress me. They have not done absolutely anything to impress me to follow any of them, both MPP and DC. But I'm here today talking as a Ghanaian and trying to look at the face of Ghana after elections 2020. I really enjoyed this election, even though I didn't vote. I saw a lot of things. I saw how Ghanaians are beginning to think, how things are changing, how Ghanaians are turning away from partisan politics to the real democratical politics that we want to see Ghana run. For example, we saw most of our powerful MPs, on both sides of the party, both MPP and DC. We saw most of them losing their seats. This is what made me really happy and excited about this election. That yes, our messages are finally getting to the Ghanaians. Ghanaians are now understanding the kind of politics that they should do, to the extent that you are MP and you are being voted for and you do not work, the people will vote you out, regardless of your political party. This is our vision for Ghana. And I think every CSF member should have this core vision in mind, that Ghana remains our priority no matter what we are doing. We are fighting to save our country. And me, I cannot associate myself. I have the right to be part of a political party, but I have the right as a Ghanaian citizen to defend my country and not a party. So whether it is MPP or NDC, I don't care. My concern is for Ghana, and that is it. Ghana is above MPP, NDC. Ghana is above John Mahama. Ghana is above Nana Akufo-Addo. Ghana is above all those parliamentarians being voted for. Ghana is above all those politicians that are being voted for. So as a Ghanaian, your focus should be Ghana and not any other political party. One, they are going to enrich themselves as they've been doing always. They've been always doing this and they don't care about you. Yesterday, I made a post. When you go out there and go and mess up, hit yourself on the street in support of someone's election and you get killed, it's a stupid death. You die for nothing. Those NDC leaders who were on social media inciting people to go out there, hit the streets and do whatsoever, if you follow them and you go, I said it, they are not even going to come to your funeral, so use your head. That is what I said yesterday. I am not here going to speak for NDC or MPP. They are both ignorant. They have both proved to the world that they are uneducated and they are not intellectual. And this election is a clear proof. I am here to speak for my country, Ghana. We are in the 21st century. Modernization and technology is as common as water. Yes. Modernization and technology in this 21st century is as common as a sea sand or as a sand that we walk on every day. It's as common like a stone or a rock on the floor, on the ground. How can mistakes be done in this 21st century of our time and people will sit down quietly on social media? For 3 days now, I have been following all the media's outlets in Ghana. I've been following social media, looking at all these big bloggers and what they are actually doing. And I realized one thing. The hypocrisy that we have in us as Ghanaians, as black people, is above everything. It's because of this same hypocrisy. That is why when we are being brainwashed, it is difficult for us to be revived, because hypocrisy is in our blood. It is in our DNA. Today, this message that I'm coming to give here, I will entirely dedicate this message to CSF, the so-called awakened people that are trying to awaken people in Ghana. I just made a post and a lot of argument. People have come to my inbox and they are typing a whole lot of things. Like I said, I do not care about that. I am here and I stand for the truth. When I see something happening in my country that is not right, I have to speak about it. That is why I am here. I am not here for MPP, NDC. So please, when you come to this page, you can take your MPP, NDC matter, shove it down your ass, and find your way out. When you come here and you come and type anything that is nonsensical to me, anything that is nonsensical, I will block you. Because I am not here because of partisan politics. I am sitting here as a Ghanaian and I am here to talk for Ghana. Let your politics blind you. You are awakened. That is why last time when I said in my video that there are a lot of people who think they are awakened, but they are sleepwalking and they do not know. You are not awakened. If you are awakened, awakening has got a whole lot of stages. You should be awakened beyond everything. You knowing religion was imposed on you. You knowing the Bible and the Quran is not true. You stop going to church or stop being a Muslim is just a step in awakening. You have to be awakened above everything: social, politics, religion, belief, science. You have to be awakened above all these things. If you claim you are awakened and you are still politically dumb, then I'll tell you you are sleepwalking. Let's speak truth to our people. We want to see change in our country. So I am here for nothing but the truth. Like I said, election 2020 in Ghana is amazing. The turnout was amazing. I was watching, I was following a lot. I was following a lot of the things that were happening and I felt happy. My happiness was about the hope for Ghana. Because when I saw the way Ghanaians were voting, the manner in which they were conducting themselves, choosing their leaders, I realized, yes, indeed, the Ghanaian minds are beginning to awake. They are now seeing in between the lines, and Ghanaians want to grow beyond that partisan politics, MPP, NDC. When you are MPP and you are a minister and you do not perform, the people will vote you out. If you are NDC and you are a minister and you are not performing, they will vote you out. That is the kind of politics that should put our leaders to their toes. And let me tell you, you are the citizen. You are the voter. You have the power in your hand. You are more powerful than your president until they are elected. You should be able to make your leaders scared of you. Do not allow your leaders to scare you. Once your leaders are making you afraid of them, then they can run the country any way you like. You are the voter. You have the power. Prove to your leaders that you have their power in your hands. You have the power to make and unmake them. This is what this election proved to me. The leaders will now stand up and come to their senses and realize the people are waking up from their slumber, and now we need to be careful. A leader will not come to your community and construct a public toilet for you and use it to praise himself the whole 4 years and expect you to vote for them again. This is why I'm saying we are awakening beyond partisan politics, and this is a hope. This is better for the country, Ghana. Now, let me come to my matter. During the election, we are in Ghana. There are some people, they are going to come to this video. They are not even in Ghana as I am sitting right now on the street doing this video. They are not here. They are nowhere close. They are thousands of miles away from Ghana. They are going to come here and they are going to follow some things that they are seeing on social media, and they are going to type and talk nonsense. And I am going to block them because I am in Ghana. I am in the soup and I know how the soup is boiling. So be in your USA, be in your UK, be in your Ukraine, be wherever you are. If you are not in Ghana and you come and type any nonsense here, I will block you. This morning, I'm very hot. Ghana conducted an election. Regardless of who won or who didn't win, that is not my concern. Like I said from the beginning, I do not care about both parties. Because I did not even vote. Yes, I do not care about both parties. My concern was for Ghana. Now, Ghana had an electoral commission set in place to take care of the election matters in Ghana. The electoral commission needs a chairperson who is named the final returning officer for the commission. The final returning officer of the electoral commission holds the final power and final authority to say anything the commission has done or hasn't done. 3 days ago, Madam Jean Mensah came out to declare election results not only to the Ghanaians but to the whole world, to the entire international communities. She came out, sat down in front of a live camera and proved that yes, blacks are ignorant. She came out to prove our ignorance to the world. She came out to prove our ignorance to our children. She came out to prove our ignorance to our enemies. She came out to prove our ignorance to the entire world. You are the final returning officer of the Electoral Commission. Meaning everything that is done from the polling station to the district to the constituency to collation center, you are the final say. And you did not do your work. And as hypocrites as Ghanaians can be, because of partisan politics, because of tribal politics, no one wants to talk about this. Why? Because their government is in power. Because the man from their village is in power. Because the man that they voted for is in power. So Ghanaians, the hypocrite ones, even the ones calling themselves awakening people, they are hypocrites. Let me tell you one thing. Do you know how the Rwanda genocide started? The Rwanda genocide started not from anywhere, but from just one journalist miscommunication. One journalist miscommunication started the whole journalist that killed over 1 million people in Rwanda. Jean Mensah, you were put in an office to do a particular work. If you saw yourself not being capable of the work, you should have told the person that put you in charge, unless it was deliberately or you were deliberately put there to do as you did. The final returning officer of the Electoral Commission, you came out to declare election results. And everything that you have in your sheets, from figures to mathematical calculation, everything was wrong. Every single figure that you quoted that day was wrong. There was nothing correct in it. From your figures to your mathematical calculations, everything was wrong. You came out and you presented this thing to the world. Who did you disgrace? This proves to a lot of people, a lot of stakeholders, a lot of businessmen that yes, indeed the people are ignorant. How can you put a person in such a position who does not know a mathematical calculation of a simple figures and numbers, simple percentage calculation Jean Mensah couldn't do? Simple mathematical percentage calculation that a class 2 student in Ghana can sit down and do, Jean Mensah came out and presented to the world false figures and false calculation. If there was someone who needed a free SHS that Akufo-Addo has brought, I think Jean Mensah should go back to school. I am here to speak the truth. If the truth hurts you, I am sorry. If the truth that I'm speaking hurts you, I am sorry. But I need to speak it. If there was someone who should go to free SHS and relearn, Madam Jean Mensah, I would advise you to put down all your makeup, go back to school and learn simple mathematics, because you just disgraced Ghana. Yesterday, I followed a lot of international sites, those who came, the observers that came to the election, and they were all bringing out how the figures you quoted were wrong. And they were all bringing out the corrections. So the next day, the EC released a press statement to correct the damage that they have done, to correct their mistakes. Ignorantly, even the press statement that they released still contradicts with everything that they said. I'll be projecting a lot of figures and numbers here. That is why I started this show. I was playing Kumchacha's video. He was quoting from Proverbs 18:13. He said it is only a fool who judges a matter before they investigate. Madam Jean Mensah, that quotation, I think I give it to you. I dash that Bible verse to you free of charge. They say it is only a fool that judges a matter before they go to investigate. Madam Jean Mensah, you declared the election results before you went to investigate. And that makes you what the Bible said. I am not the one saying it. It's from your Bible. The same Proverbs that you quoted before you brought your declaration, the Proverbs is telling you that it is only a fool who judges a matter before they start investigating the matter. So, when the document was presented to you, you read it, or you did not go over, you just came to sit on live camera, and you are being paid with our taxes. As the Electoral Commission chairperson, as the final returning officer for all the collation stations, for all the collation centers, you are the final returning officer. You did not do your work. You did not do your work. And Ghanaians are hypocrites. And me, I don't like hypocritic people. Be hypocrite in religion, being hypocrite in social life, being hypocrite in your political life. I do not care. Be truthful to the people. Speak the truth even if the whole world hates you. I made a post. People came under the post and someone started typing, I the phony MP NDC. And you people, what is your problem? If what the figure she gave does not change anything about the election, what is your problem? I said, I do not care who won or who didn't win. I care about the image of Ghana that we are presenting to the international world. That we are putting incompetent people into positions they should not have been. What Jean Mensah did is a true statement that is proving to the whole world that the system in Ghana is not working. 24/7, our systems are not working. Why? Because of partisan politics, we put aside those who can actually do the work. And we employ our families. Those who cannot do the work, we employ our loved ones to take up the positions instead of looking at people that can do the work. That is what is destroying Ghana. Tribalism and hypocrisy. Tribalism and hypocrisy is the biggest problem that we have in Ghana. And it is destroying us. And no one wants to talk about this. All the bloggers, immediately you type something, hey, you are MPP. Immediately you type something, hey, you are NDC. Please, can we grow beyond this? I saw my brother Openye Jekum. He did a lot of videos. And Openye Jekum, I respect the man because that man is a typical MPP man from head to toe. 2016, the kind of campaign that he did for this MPP. When I saw his video, I realized, yes, there were stages in awakening. Openye Jekum proved to me that, yes, there are indeed people who are awake. And the rest are just sleepwalking. Because when you take them from the Bible and Quran, they will still be blinded by partisan politics, by tribal politics. Their concern is not for Mother Ghana, but their concern is for their tribes and their political parties. So what did Jean Mensa came to prove to the world? Came to prove to the world that, yes, our education systems are even quack. Yes. Jean Mensa came to prove to the international world that our educational systems are even whack. And this is the typical example of the kind of education that our leaders are giving us. That an adult like Jean Mensa cannot work a simple percentage from a figure and present to people. She cannot work a simple percentage and present to people. This is the example of the education. This is the example of the free schools that we have. This is the examples of the universities that we have in the country. You think I'm here to support a political party? Then you have something wrong in your head. If you think I made that post to support a particular party, then you have a problem. You have a big problem, and you need to sit down yourself, analyze your life, and rethink about your life. It's just a disgrace to Ghana. It's just a disgrace to Ghana that you put someone in position who do not know the reason why they are there. The final returning officer was given a document that was typed, and she did not even have the time to go through the document to make sure, oh, these are the figures, and here is wrong and here is correct. She came out to present the wrong figures to the international world. Now, come in. So, I just want us all to analyze this thing, put your party politics somewhere, and think about Ghana. This is a full statement that Jean Mensa gave during her address. I have everything. I have a copy. I have everything she said from the quotation she quoted. Everything is in this particular document. Okay? And this was what she said. At the end of a transparent and fair, ordinary, timing, and peaceful presidential election, the total number of valid votes was 13,434,574. This was what Jean Mensa presented to the Ghanaian community on her address. 13,434,574, representing 79% of the total registered voters. Thank you. Out of this, she made a whole lot of calculations. Let's watch it. Nana Addo Dankwa of the New Patriotic Party obtained 6,730,413. 6,730,413, representing 5.295% of the total valid vote cast. Please, My educational level is not high. I finished JHS. At my time, SHS was not free for me to go, so I dropped out of school. But upon my completion of JHS, I know when you are looking at 51.295% out of the above figure, out of 13 million, you are not going to get this percentage. And you are not going to get this. You see, this is why I said Ghanaians are hypocrites. Even the self-educated ones and the awakened ones are more hypocritical. I can bring a live calculator on my screen. Let's do a calculation. Let's calculate this in percentage-wise and see if you will get the percentage there. It is not true. It is not true. So the Jean Mensa actually sat, and mind you, all the percentages that you see from Ananado Dankwa, from John Dramani Mahama, Equiadonko, Goom, whosoever, every percentage that you see there is wrong. There is no percentage she presented that day that matches whatever figures that she gave. There is no percentage in her document. That she presented. If you're a Ghanaian, you should be more concerned about this. I am looking at her position. I'm looking at the tax that she was given. You see, a lot of people think my problem here is about who won the election and who did not win the election. That is not my problem. My problem is the kind of people we give powers to, the kind of people we leave to handle our affairs. That is why you realize in Ghana, the agricultural minister does not know how to plant cassava. The agricultural minister have never set foot on a farm to even know how maize grows up from the ground. So we give the work to people who we love than people who can actually do the work. I said I'm here to speak for Ghana. And if you are hurt by this, I am sorry. You have an energy minister in 2016 who did not know a single thing about energy. The energy minister was in power and did not even know how energy is transported to Ghana. He did not have any clue or idea. He was an energy minister. Why? Because it's not because he can do the work, but because he fits the position. Because his party is in power. Because he relates to someone in power. Because of partisan politics, we put people in power who cannot work. Very soon, I'll be joining forces with Okechechi Ephraim Fanensa, and we are going to present this thing to the Ghanaian community. Our ministries must be depoliticized. All our ministries, from Ministry of Education, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Road and Highway, whatever, they need to be depoliticized. We need competent people in the ministries who can do the work. We need competent people who can do the work. We don't need to be giving work to people because we know them, because they are family members, because they are part of our party. That is the problem. So this just proves Madam Jean Mensa don't deserve the position that she was given. Because even if this document was typed for her, she had the right to have sat down, went through everything with her own calculator. The irony of the situation is they came to blame this mathematical error on Twitter calculation. They said they used a Twitter calculator. You are even insulting someone's technology. You are insulting someone's technology with your own ignorance. Even the mail phone calculator that we use, the calculator that we use on our phone, cannot do this mathematical error. This is here. I said, I'm here to speak the truth. And after giving all this bad presentation to the people, yesterday, the Electoral Commission of Ghana released a press statement stating to the public that yes, indeed, the document that they presented to the people for the declaration contained mathematical errors. And they brought a new document to correct the errors. Now, my concern is this. Madam Jean Mensah told us in the error document that the total vote cast was 13,434,574. This is the error. We understand they said this was an error. Now, let's go to the press release. Let me project the press release that was given yesterday. Let me show you something. That is why I'm telling you, she is just not fit for the job. This is the press release. This is the press release yesterday. So the people who are on social media, when you talk, they say you are lying. You don't know what you are saying. This is the press release from EC herself. She released this document yesterday after she was being confronted with the error she presented to the public. This is the press release, and it was released on 10th December 2020. That was yesterday. The elections were declared on 9th December 2020. This press release was yesterday. Now, every figure that she said she gave to the Ghanaian public, under this press release, she still got them wrong. Come in. Look, the chairperson of the Electoral Commission inadvertently used 13,433,573. They said this was the figure the woman used. You see, Ghanaians, look, let's be truthful to ourselves. Let's be truthful to ourselves. They said they've done a lot of correction at the above table. That is not my concern. My concern is even the press release that they released also contained errors. The chairperson of the Electoral Commission inadvertently used 13,433,573. That is not true. That is a lie. This was the figure she used. Hey, Ghanaians, this was the figure she used. This was the figure. This was it. 13,434,000. Huh? This was the figure she used. 13,434,574. Even in addressing the public to correct their mistake, they still made a mistake. Why this person should just resign the exact day that this thing was uncovered. Here she said the chairperson of the Electoral Commission inadvertently used 13,433,573, which is a false statement. That was not what she used. So if you are a Ghanaian and you are not seeing the error, the gravity of error in this unprofessionalism, and you think because your party won, because your party is in power, you do not care about this, I'm telling you, this is what your leaders are teaching your children. To lie. To lie. And the children of today, we are the typical examples of the leaders of yesterday. Yes. This is what they are teaching us. Even if they are trying to correct the error that they did, they still lied in the correction. Even When you go here and look at the total vote cast in their correction, the total vote cast, all the three figures that I've given from the first document to this document, all the three figures are different. Check it for yourself. Look, I said I am not very educated, but when it comes to plus and minus and numbers, I am very good at it. Look at the table. Total vote cast, 13,432,857. 13,432,857. Total valid vote cast. And she said yesterday she used 13,433,573. Whilst when you go to yesterday, she did not use that. Yesterday, Madam Jean Mensah used 13,434,574. Every figure that they gave in their representation is false. Every figure that they gave in their representation is false. What does this prove to us as citizens? What does this prove to you? Forget your party won. Forget it, your party elite. Whatever this calculation is going to done, I know is not going to change the results of the election. It's not going to change who won or who didn't win. But this is a question mark on the intelligence of Ghana. That the whole Ghana, upon the resources that we have, upon the money that was put together to make sure this election came to pass, the election will contain simple errors that 1 year, 2-year-old children in Ghana today will not do. This is why I'm here to speak. I am doing this video for Ghana. And I'm not doing this video for MPP or NDC. If you're an NDC member and you are here, it is the ignorance of your people that they saw all these figures and did nothing about it and kept quiet. Because wherever these figures were collated, both NDC and MPP representatives were there. Whoever sat in front of a computer to type this whole document from Madam Jean Mensah to go and read out there was also present, and I know the person did not do it alone. There were supervisors. And Madam Jean Mensah should have a special assistant who would have gone through this document before giving it to her to come and sit on camera and read. If you were a serious country, the whole Electoral Commission, every single individual working there should have been sacked by now. If you were a serious country, every single individual at the Electoral Commission should have been sacked by now. Because you wasted our money. You were given all the resources you needed to conduct the election, and you failed. So why won't someone think because of all these figures, there is something wrong with the election results? I'm asking you. Madam Jean Mensah said this is her figure that she got. After everything, she got 13,434,574. She represented it to the public. A day later, she released another statement stating that, oh, yesterday I did a mistake. The figures I represented to the public were wrong. This was the figures I presented to the public. 30,433,573. Also wrong. But the correct figure is the total vote cast should be 30,432,857. All the three figures that were given to the public are all not the same. and the media is quiet. Why? I'm looking at the silence of the media. 8 or 9 people have died during this election. I'm coming to address that too very shortly. 8 or 9 people died. For where I stand, their stupidity killed them. But there is another angle to this. So I'll be coming there. So please, Madam Jean Mensah, when you are, I am to do with this your mass, with a little or my little level of education. With my little level of education, if I should subtract or do the percentage wise in this your mathematical calculation, Akufo-Addo did not get 51.295% as he represented to the Ghanaian public. Per this mathematical calculation, Akufo-Addo would have gone 50.09%, and Mahama would have gone 46.6%. And all the rest of the people down there, all the percentage that you see there, none of them is correct. They are all mathematically calculated wrong. Madam Jean Mensah, you have failed Ghanaians. Electoral Commission, you have failed to do your work. If that commission needs to be resolved, every single person in that Electoral Commission needs to be sacked. From Madam Jean Mensah to the last cleaner in that office. Madam Jean Mensah to the last garbage collector in the Electoral Commission should all be sacked because of this. They have failed to do their work. And as the final returning officer of the Electoral Commission, you have totally failed your work. You did not do your work as required by Ghanaians. You have failed us. And the media, we are quiet. Look, the things that brings genocide to countries. It's not like someone stood up and started throwing missiles. It's not like someone stood up and started shooting guns. These simple facts and figures can bring chaos into a nation. These simple facts and figures can bring a whole lot of trouble into a nation. I am not here supporting a political party. I am looking at the integrity of the so-called leaders of our country and the job that they are doing to us. So let me tell you, these same people go to sit down and they sign contracts for the country. These same people are the people signing all the contracts for the country. They are signing all the documents. Are you sure they are reading through the documents that they are signing? Ghanaian citizen, this should be your concern. If the ones that they type themselves, the ones that they even prepare themselves contains these barbaric errors, what are the ones that are being typed and they are being told to sign? Ask yourself, what are the kind of documents your leaders are signing in Ghana when they cannot even work out a simple percentage? I say, forget about the fact that your political party won and is in power. Don't be a hypocrite. The whole essence of being awakened is being truthful to the Ghanaian community. Is speaking the truth when no one else is ready. Speak the truth to the people. So your leaders, this is their handwork. This is the handiwork of the people, the ministers, the presidents that you have put into power. This is their handiwork. They have proved to Ghanaians that they do not go through all the documents that they sign. By now, they have even sold Ghana in a contract and they did not read to know. I said, by now, your leaders have sold the entire country in a contract because they will not read to know. When I was growing up as a child, I was told the New Patriotic Party has the most educated people in it. That was what I was told. I was told that the New Patriotic Party, they have the most educated people in it. Now, this is a proof of their education. This is a proof. I said they should have gone for a class 2 student to work out this percentage for him, and I dare you, they will not do that mistake. Ghanaians, stop being hypocrites. The country is far greater than your ego. The country is greater than your pockets. The country is greater than you and your family members. And the country is greater than your political party. Ghanaians, start thinking about Ghana and stop thinking about MPP, NDC. I shouldn't be the one doing this work. I'm not a media person. I'm not a journalist. I'm a businessman who just came to social media because I thought there are some things wrong and I wanted to come and educate my youth to start thinking so that we come together and build a nation. I am a concerned citizen of the continent of Africa, looking for the unification of the African countries so that Africa can be on top of the world. I am not a journalist. I'm not a blogger. I'm a businessman. But unfortunately, I came to social media not even presenting my business to the people. Instead, I came to educate my people. This work that I'm doing should be done by the so-called big bloggers that are on Facebook disturbing people every day and night. But because of hypocrisy, they cannot. Because of tribal politics, because of partisan politics, they cannot do this. So someone will come and tell you, oh, I don't cry, he's an nowhere. So automatically it's MPP. At the voting day, I told you, none of the political parties, none of them have convinced me to go and vote for them. None of them. The problem of Ghana is not that Ghana is poor. The problem we have in Ghana is not that we don't have the money. The problem we have in Ghana is not that we don't have the resources to develop the country. The problem we have in Ghana is corruption. And until I see a president who is 100% willing to fight corruption, I will go and vote for this president. Yes. Until I see a president who will convince me beyond doubt, even come and forget about development, come and fight corruption, I will vote for you. Because the problem is not because we are poor. We are not poor. You cannot tell me a country that is exporting the highest gold on the continent of Africa, a country that has diamond, a country that has natural resources, a country that has very good agricultural lands, a country that has oil is poor. No, Ghana is not poor. But because of corruption, the money is being used on things that is benefiting some certain people. Last Friday before the election, Ghana Parliament was dissolved. Last Friday, before the election, the Parliament of Ghana was dissolved. We have 275 constituencies in Ghana. all these 275 constituencies, they have a representative in parliament which we call MP, member of parliament. When parliament was dissolved on Friday, each of these 275 persons got their ex gratia of 400,000 Ghana cedis. For what work did they do? You see? Ghanaians. I said when the parliament was dissolved, each of these 275 persons in parliament got their ex gratia of 400,000 Ghana cedi. For what work? For what work? This is when the citizens are not thinking. So when you go out there and you go and mess up and you are being shot, instead of your minister that I'm telling you, you are stupid and you are not using your head. I am awakened. When I started seeing things clearly, I grew above politics. We are not thinking. There is a person wearing MPP NDC shirt, shouting JDM, shouting for more for Nana. They cannot feed their families a day. They cannot give 3 square miles to their families in a day. They are the ones following the politics. They are the ones killing themselves. I said your member of parliament took 400,000 ex gratia for the 4 years work that they came to do upon all the salaries they receive every month. You hate the truth. Otabo said it. We hate the truth. When you tell the truth to the people, they run away from you because they want comfortable lives. And these are the people you are employing. These are the people you are killing yourselves for. A minister in Ghana, an appointed minister, takes not less than 15,000 Ghana cedi as salary every month. An appointed minister takes not less than 15,000 Ghana cedi. First of all, if you have calculators on your devices, calculate 400,000 Ghana cedi by 275 people. Multiply it and see how much development that money can do in the country. Calculate 400,000 Ghana cedi by 275 and see what is the math. How much development that money can do in a country. An appointed minister does not take a salary less than 15,000 Ghana cedi. Okay? Above this salary, they have a lot of bonuses. They have clothing allowance. They have car allowance. They have rent allowance. They have allowance for party. They have entertainment allowance. Even when the minister wants to organize a party in their house, they have an allowance paying for the party. They have, to the extent, some of them even have dog feeding allowance, pet feeding allowance. The pets that are in their homes, they are giving allowances to feed the pets. To garden boy, garden allowances. The food that their pets eat in their home, you cannot give that food to your family for a month without emptying your bank account. You think I'm here standing in the name of a political party? I'm telling you, you are not thinking. You are not thinking. I said your MP, your minister, they take 15,000 Ghana cedi salary a month. They have educational allowance for their children. They have entertainment allowance. They have accommodation allowance. They drive cars they didn't buy with their money, and they don't buy fuel with their money. Even the clothes that they wear, they have allowances to the extent where they even have pet feeding allowance. They are giving allowances to feed their pets at home. Let's speak truth to our people. Don't follow politics blindly. You will die and your children will come and continue in the mess that you created. Look at Ghana politics. The leaders' children are growing up and they are continuing to lead us because the way have been created for them. Every money their parents squandered is still being saved for them to come and continue controlling your mumu ability. You cannot think. Yet they come out and they command you, hit the street, and we are going, hey, hit the, then you go and die. Now, in another Madame G. Mensah's statement, okay, she said in the above post, she said something here. At the end of a transparent, fair, orderly, timely, and a peaceful presidential election, I bet you all the statements there might be correct, but there is one that I will circle. That is peaceful. I don't know what the meaning of peace. I don't know what the meaning of peace in this statement means, but I have seen people who have been shot with bullets penetrating their body. We've all watched the videos. We've watched people who have died in the sake of this election. And please, oh, please, like I said, my education might be low, but I want to ask. I know we are running a democracy. We are running a democratical government. Therefore, the military are not supposed to work on the soil of the country. What is the business of the military guards in the polling stations? I just want to know. These are questions I feel the citizens and the media houses are not talking about. When Jerry was handing over power in 2000, what was the military involvement in our democracy? When Akufo-Addo was what is his name? J.A. Kufuor, John Ejekum Kufuor was handing over power in 2012. What was the involvement of the military? Now, in 2016, when Mahama was handing over power in the elections, what was the involvement of the military? Compare it to 2020 elections. At every polling station that you went through, you will see a military personnel. You will see people dressed in this horrible military clothing, and I'm asking, what is the involvement of the military in a democratic government? People were shot. The unprofessionalism of our police force was also proven during this election. I said, I will say everything the media houses are not saying. The unprofessionalism of our police force was also proven in this election. Someone will not be happy. I know this video that I'm doing, even a lot of this, our CSF people, they are not happy. Because the truth hurts. And I told you already, knowing that the Bible is wrong, knowing that the Quran is wrong, stop going to church, stop being a Muslim is just a step in awakening. Awakening, to be awakened is a long ladder. You are now climbing, you've not gotten anywhere. my brother, my Nigerian brother, Ijele, he used to say something. He said the day that you can question your own parents and ask them, are you my real parents? That is the exact day he can say that you are awakening. Awakening is a ladder that you are climbing. Knowing religion is not good. Knowing Jesus did not exist. Knowing Muhammad came and lied to people about the Quran. Knowing Islam is bomb is just a step. You need to open your mind. You need to learn above what you've already been taught. In awakening, we learn and we unlearn and we relearn. That is when you are called an awakened person. You have to learn, to unlearn, and relearn. We don't fear anyone in this country. Sometimes you think about your family, the people you are going to leave behind. That is why most of us are cautious. That is why we don't want to trend on political issues. That is why every day Avan Ben Moshe is even trying his best that he doesn't go political. Because the things that we can say as an awakened people to this political hypocrites, they are going to be hurt about it. Like most of our people are hurt today from this truth that I'm speaking. I said it is a democratic government. What is the involvement of the military? What is the work of the military at the polling stations? Are they proving to us that our police service are not capable of handling the affairs of a democratic government, and that we need the military to be part of this? The police came to give a report that they were giving warning shots. Warning shots were supposed to be given in the sky. I have not seen a warning shot penetrating the body of a person before in my life. I have not seen a warning shot bullet penetrating the body of a human being in my life. What kind of warning shot is that? What kind of warning shot is that? Do you think if the citizens really wanted to react, how many are you and how many are them? How many can you kill with your bullet at a time? These are the things that causes genocide in the country, in countries. How many are you and how many are the citizens? How much can you kill with your bullet at a time? How would the country be like? You were given a warning shot that have killed 8 people so far during this election. Warning shot killing people. Is that how you are trained? No, I'm asking. Yeah, we are not the only ones watching. A lot of international observers are also watching. Is that how you are trained? Is that the professionalism of the police? Well, since when did warning shot bullets started killing people? I've seen the statement of the police. I've read it fully. For time's sake, I don't want to project that here. They said they were giving warning shots, yet people have died. So I'm asking, the people who died, were they shot among their own people? Is it their own people holding guns and shooting them? Ghanaians, if we don't wake up, we are going to leave a country in turmoil for our next generation to come and continue. I am not for any political party, and I would never be for. I am for Ghana, and I am for Africa. That is my worry. So when you do something and I see bad, I'll come and talk about it. Whether it hurts you or not, I don't care. So Madam Jean Mensah and the Electoral Commission. You failed Ghanaians. Regardless of who won this election or who lost, you showed your incompetence. You showed your ignorance to the whole world. And that is a mistake. That is a disgrace that would take a very hard work to correct. And it's a disgrace on you. Your own grandchildren will take your report and look at the mathematical figures. Your own children will calculate those mathematical figures and realize their mother, upon all her education, does not know how to calculate a simple percentage. And you have been posted. And the university lecturer who is teaching the people the mathematics in the university is still there being a lecturer. Still there. The university lecturer is there. The one teaching them the maths is there. And the students who are failing the exams are being put into position. I said we need to depoliticize every ministry in Ghana. Our ministry should not be run by politics. Therefore, NDC comes and tells you, at the Ghana Health Service, I have to sack everybody and put my own people there. So that MPP does not come to power and tell you, at the Ministry of Highways, I have to sack everybody and put my own people there. They are going to employ their families and their loved ones in the position. People who don't have a single clue of what to go and do there. People who don't have a single thought, knowledge in their head about what they've been posted to do. I said 2016, I watched 2016 when the doomsday was so high. I watched the interview of the energy minister, and the journalist was asking him, do you know how energy is transported to Ghana from Ivory Coast? And he said, I don't have idea. The energy minister does not have idea how energy is being transported. How was he taken as an energy minister? Someone told me that that energy minister failed 3 attempts of his examination in the university. He had to resit for 3 times. The lecturer who failed him at the university is right there in the university teaching. The students who failed the exams have been put into position. My people, I've grown up. My brain is above all this. We are thinking. And look, if the leaders of this country should learn any truth, if they should take any lesson from the Ghanaian people, this election should be a typical example. This election, the outcomes of this election should be a typical example as to where the minds of the people are heading towards. And I'm telling you, very soon, when the people realize that they have the power to make and unmake you, you will run and you will not find a hiding place. Yes, for all these whiles, Ghanaians have not realized they have the power over their leaders. They did not know. They are now coming into the realization. And I'm telling you, when it is complete, you will not stand the wrath of the citizens. Keep fooling them. For how long? I can't say something. Yes, it's a enitia. Now, grassan. Yes. When the fool becomes wise, playtime is over. This is it. One day, the citizens of this country, their eyes are going to open clear, and they are going to see the errors of their ways, and they are going to realize they have the power and you don't, and you will be in trouble. So if you have any lesson, take it from these 2020 elections and start changing the country from here on. I'm Lifestone GH. I don't fear anybody. The love for my country is killing me. The love for Africa is killing me. And I accept it. Please, let's go beyond this kind of politics. Let's speak truth to our people. When something is wrong, tell people this is wrong. Let me ask these MPP people who are shouting on social media about all this. Let me ask you, if you send your child to school, upon all the big school fees that you pay, and your child came home with these mathematical errors that Jean Mensa presented to the entire world, how are you going to deal with that child? How are you going to deal with the child? Oh, but your party, we have won. The figures are not changing anything about the election. No, the figures are not changing anything about the election, but the figures is proving the person you put in that position is not knowledgeable, is not educated, and does not know the work of which he was posted for. The election have proven to you your police service, they are not professional, they are not educated, they are not being trained well, they are all some class. Yes, when a police writes a statement, and in the statement he wrote, they fired warning shots, and I saw bullets killing people. Then I asked myself, how was a policeman trained to fire the warning shot? Is warning shot supposed to be pointed to someone's stomach or in the sky? I've not gone to police or military training, but with my common sense, I should know what warning shot is about. So the police fired a warning shot that killed people. Ghanaian media houses, you are quiet. The hypocrisy is too much. Those who are also talking on the matter are also being partisan politics because they are also defending just one political party. So they are not addressing the thing in a form that the people will come and listen. I said I've been on almost all the media platforms. Those who are talking about these things, they've also attached themselves to political parties, so they cannot speak the truth. So they are also putting the things in manners where people don't want to listen to them. They cannot stand on a neutral ground. Wrong is wrong. My people, wrong is wrong. Jean Mensa, on my accord, every serious country would have sacked you by now. Every serious country would have reconducted these 2020 elections because of your errors, because of your flaws, because of your mistakes. It's just lucky enough that Ghana, we are very peaceful people. We've intermarried. Even though we are tribal, we are political, most of us are racist, but because of marriage, intermarriage is keeping us intact. That is why sometimes we use our heads. But Jean Mensa, know that what you did was bad. The Electoral Commission should know that what they did was wrong at every point in time, on every stage that they stand. And most of us, some of us will speak truth to you. Even if you don't like the truth, we will give it to you anyway. My name is Lifestone GH. This is my page, African Youth Empowerment. If you have any problem, you can contact me on Facebook. My Facebook handle is Lifestone GH. Let's talk. We are all protecting our country. It's the love for our country that is keeping us. Let's talk about it. Thank you very much for staying tuned. When there is anything else, I'll come and talk about it. If you feel hurt by this video, then you are scared of the truth. If you feel hurt by this video that I did today, then you are not a reasonable Ghanaian. Then you are not seeing things clearly. If you are waking and you are still following this kind of politics that I'm telling you, you are sleepwalking. And we will come out and tell you the truth. Big ups to my brother Openye Jekum. I respect you. I give you a lot of respect, especially the things that you've said during this election. I know where you stand. I know you've killed yourself, you've suffered, you've toiled for your political party. But yet, when things were going wrong, you came to talk about it. Discount Nana Prempe, you are a blogger. Be truthful to your people. Don't stand or don't put a political face and come and do your blogging with it. Discount Nana Prempe, I respect you and you are a respectable blogger. Speak truth when truth needs to be spoken. Kevin Taylor, you are doing a whole lot, but you've acted facts to fiction. That is why people are not following you rightly. Do your journalism with truth and honesty, and people will come. All the bloggers, this message is for you. And to our media stations out there, please, you're supposed to be neutral at every point in time. Do you know what I even realized? Since this election was conducted on Monday, all the big media stations in Ghana, they all had different figures. If you say I'm lying, I'll be doing another video to project all these things. I just thought all these things should be over before we start coming live. All the big media stations from Metro TV, UTV, TV3, GTV, what mentioned them, Joy, Adom TV, they all had different figures that they were projecting to the Ghanaian people. Why? They are all incompetent. They all have an agenda. And I watched it and I was laughing. I was like, wow. Wow. This is Ghana. Thank you very much. My name is Lifestone GH. I'll not be taking any callings. I'm not even tired. You're working for our country tirelessly. And you will continue. You will not give up. There is hope for Ghana. This election made me happy. Upon all these things that are happening, I saw the manner in which the election went, and I clapped and I said, CSF, we have a lot more work to do. Our people are now understanding us. So please, CSF people, I'm telling you, the awakening is stages. Some people are good with religious issues. Leave them to do their religious issues. Some people are very good with social issues. Leave them to deal with the social issues. Some people are good with relationship and marriage issues. Leave them to do it. Some people are also good with political issues. Leave them to do it. We are all making this thing to be a whole thing. Understand awakening beyond what you think. Thank you very much for joining me. Big ups to Abraham Ben Moshe, our CEO. You are doing a lot of work. I said I stand for Ghana and I stand for common sense. And there I will be till death. Thank you very much. Till we meet again, I would say goodbye.
Eye opener on this one. These are the words of a wise man. Nobody. Eye opener on this one. These are the words of a wise man. Nobody carries a heavy burden than he who has evil intentions. Once there's a creation, there must be a creator. God, whose supernatural powers and miracles can only be found in the book, but not in real life, is equal to a God who never existed. Nasajina Nijuma, body name Abraham Ben Moshe, leader of Common Sense family. No size, Wagwan P Black.
Christianity is a business. Jesus is the product. Christians
Yeah.
are the customers. Your prophet and your pastors are the beneficiaries.
Yeah.
Logic and common sense.